Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel, and today's video is all the skincare products I wanted to love, part 2. Yeah, you guys like the first one so much. I wanted to expand this series because this is all about the products that, you know, when you get really excited about a product, it's either a new launch or it's like an exciting ingredient, or it's just something you've wanted to try for a really long time. And before you've ever even put your fingers on this product, you've hyped it up so much in your mind. You're so excited about this brand spanking new product. And you finally get to try it and it's like, meh, it's all right. It's not bad. But it's not great, and it's not as good as I wanted it to be. Like, I want it to love you, and I just don't. That's what this video is. So today I'm going to be talking about one of the products that I get requested to review probably the most, which is the Missha Red Algae Treatment Essence. Yeah, wanted to love that one, and I don't. Then we're going to move on to a brand new Korean skincare brand called elmt, and then we're going to finish off with the Inkey List. So if you guys are so ready, give the video a big thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the video. All right, let's start with the Missha Time Revolution Red Algae Treatment Essence. Where to begin with this one? Okay, so this is a product that I got actually at the beginning of December of 2020. I actually unboxed this in a Yes Style haul, and ever since then, I just get like weekly requests. What do I think about this product? Update us with your thoughts about this product. And I've actually been avoiding doing it. Like, I don't want to review this because I really don't like this at all. So let's talk about what this product is. This is a single extract essence, meaning that it is just one star ingredient here doing the work. The formulation is not based off of hydrators and brighteners and antioxidants. It doesn't have that. It's just one star ingredient with some water and preservatives. And that ingredient is red algae. Now, Missha is kind of famous for their Artemisia treatment essence. This is another single extract essence using mugwort or Artemisia extract, and I actually really love that product, and it is actually like really gaining a lot of popularity in like the K-beauty space and just the skincare space in general. Really looking at just like one star player, just focusing in on one ingredient. This is a huge trend in the skincare industry right now, and I think it's only going to get bigger. I have mixed feelings about it, I guess. There's some products I really love, some that I'm just like, eh. And that's kind of where this product falls. It's kind of like an eh. It's like, if you're gonna do just one star ingredient, it better be a really freaking good one. And honestly, in my opinion, red algae is just not it. So red algae does have some skin benefits. It's skin conditioning, moisturizing, it has antioxidant properties, and it's one of those ingredients that has a lot of vitamins and proteins for your skin. By no means am I saying this is not at all beneficial for your skin, but just like when I look at those benefits, like just on paper, like we're just looking at the ingredients list right now, you know what I mean? I'm just not really wowed or super excited by the ingredient. Like, it sounds super interesting, like red algae, like probably picked from Jeju Island, you know what I mean? Like, that always like pulls you in, but when you actually like look at the ingredient and what it's mainly used for in skincare, for me, honestly, I'm like, that sounds good. It sounds like a great supportive ingredient. Like, I want this red algae with some niacinamide, you know what I mean? Get some brightening in there, maybe mix it in with some vitamin C. I don't know, but it just screams supportive actor to me. I don't feel like the whole movie, the whole skincare product can like be put on the shoulders of red algae. It just doesn't seem that exciting. But you guys know that just the ingredients alone is not the full story about how a product's gonna perform. We can't predict that by just reading ingredients. We got to look at formulation, texture, performance, right? So there's a lot of different things that go into it. It's not just ingredients. And I've been in that situation where like the ingredients don't look really good, but the product somehow turns around and really surprises me and I end up loving it, but the ingredients list was not that impressive. You know what I mean? It does happen. It just definitely didn't happen with this product. So let's talk about the texture, because I'm pretty sure this is the area that broke the experience for me with this product. I really don't like the texture at all. This is just all wrong. This is just everything I don't like, you know what I mean, in an essence texture in this product, and that's a big reason why I don't like this. So this texture looks really, really runny, right? When you get it onto your skin, you're gonna see it is runny, but you're gonna notice that there's some body to this. Now, this does feel like average amount of hydration. You do feel like a hydration element to this, but it also has like a moisture element to it. But it's kind of an odd moisture, because it's not the kind of moisture where you're like, oh, this just really balanced my skin, or it feels really comforting and nourishing. It's not that kind of moisture. It's just like a slippery moisture. I mean, honestly, it's actually what I would imagine algae would be like in a watery format. It would be kind of slippery, right? Maybe even a little tiny bit slimy. I'm being super picky here. I am, but like that's what I started to think of when I was like moving this between my fingers. I was like, slimy algae. Okay. It's not slimy on your face, but it does have that slipperiness to it. This has really poor absorption into the skin. For the longest time, it just feels like this just sits on top of your skin. You feel a little bit of hydration, you get that slipperiness, and it's just like you're just slipping your fingers all over your face. It's just like it's not going into your skin right away. You really got to pat it and work it in. So I really noticed that about this immediately. It's just a really poor absorption. And then it's not full on tacky or sticky, but there is a little bit of that, like, it just doesn't have good absorbency. You know what I mean? And so the residue of the skincare is on top of your skin, and it just feels a little like tacky, just a touch, just a little bit. But that kind of stuff drives me crazy, because especially as a product that's meant to go at the beginning of your skincare routine, like most likely you're going to put on a serum and a moisturizer on top of this. I don't want poor absorption. I don't want sticky, weird textures straight at the beginning of my skincare routine. That's just a personal pet peeve of mine. So as I mentioned, I've had this product for about 7 months now, and it's just not gonna happen with this product. I do really believe in giving products a real full and fair chance, you know, to prove me wrong, essentially. I think that's something that like you expect from me, that I'm very thorough with my testing, but this one I just can't do it. I have tried it 4 separate times, and it's just never revealed anything good to me at all. The very first time I tried it, I think it irritated my skin. I started to get these little red bumps, and my skin was a little bit more inflamed. It was not full-blown irritation, although I always wonder if I had gone further with this product at that point in time, if it would have turned into that. But it just didn't seem like it was melding with my skin very well. It wasn't a good match. When I was reading into algae, I did notice that there was some potential sensitivity to algae and certain forms of algae. So it's totally possible. So, you know, sensitive skin, be careful with these types of ingredients. Just proceed with caution. You never know, right? So it didn't really seem like it was agreeing with my skin. I tried it 3 other times, and like every single time, like I said, the biggest roadblock for me in this product is the texture. I just can't. And I fully realize that there's a lot of people out there who love this product because of that texture. And I fully honor that. I totally understand it. It's not for me, but it's your particular cup of tea. And so it might serve some people, definitely. And ultimately, I just really didn't feel like this was contributing anything to my skincare. Not only did I not like the texture, I didn't feel like it was hydrating or really moisturizing my skin in like a, you know, very impressive way. Honestly, I felt like the texture was actually very hard to work with, and I didn't really feel like it improved my skin. I really did try to use this, you guys. I really did, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't use it. I just don't like it. I have been dragging my feet to review it because it is disappointing. I don't want this to be the review, but this is the review. So yeah, I'm not very impressed with this one. Next up is the elmt Advanced Calming Solution, Centella Asiatica, and Polysaccharide. Now I just want to say, spoiler alert, I don't think that this is a bad product at all. I know a lot of you are interested in this because it's a new Korean skincare brand. I don't think it's bad. I just wanted to be impressed by this more than I was, I guess. So this is a little bit of a different version of wanted to love. So elmt, brand new Korean skincare company that is being distributed through Wish Trend. So you've probably seen this if you like to shop there. They have 4 different products out right now, and they're all kind of like 2 ingredient combinations. And the really big thing about their brand is they're very focused on formulation, about how these ingredients can work together in synergy, how the ingredients can help each other, make each other better. So a little bit different than the Missha, where we're just focusing on one. They're really focusing on the synergy and formulation of all the ingredients coming together. So the ingredients: 59% of centella extract, bringing the soothing, calming, anti-irritation benefits. And then they have matched that up with polysaccharides, which are for barrier support. And this really makes sense because remember, they're all about the ingredients like supporting each other. You know, a lot of times when your skin is inflamed and irritated, it is actually linked back to your skin's moisture barrier. So it makes sense to bring these 2 ingredients together for a more holistic skincare solution, right? If you are experiencing sensitive skin, it makes sense to address both the irritation and the health of your moisture barrier. So the texture is really watery. It's got great absorption into the skin. It's got an okay amount of hydration. There's no body to this. There's no moisture or balance or slip. It really just feels very watery on the skin with, like I said, an okay or average amount of hydration. Not deeply hydrating, but a nice amount. They do market this as like a toner and or a serum. I honestly really just more like relate to this as an essence product because for me, again, personal opinion here, you know, I like a good toner. I like lots of hydration. This just doesn't really have that element to it at all. The texture is just so light on the skin. And I just always like using a little bit of a different serum. So for me, I actually just like this as an essence. But feel free to experiment with a product like this. I think it's very open-ended. I don't think there's a wrong way to use this. So like I said at the beginning, this is not a bad product. You know, there's really nothing wrong with this. I mean, the ingredients are fine. The texture is fine. The experience of using it is fine. There's really nothing here for me to call out. You know what I mean? There's really nothing here that is just like glaringly bad. I just, you know, I think I expected something different from this product than what it delivered. With a high amount of centella and really focusing on barrier support, I was expecting lots of anti-irritation, lots of soothing, lots of calming, lots of comforting of the skin. And I just didn't really get that with this product. Now, as I said, I mostly use this as an essence. I actually used it like just right after washing my face because the texture is so nice and light and thin and quickly absorbed. And it's okay. I also used it as like a cotton mask, like soaking 5-layer cotton and then just kind of putting that all over my face, almost like a quick sheet mask. And I always find that technique seems to boost the calming benefits of the toner or essence that I'm using with it. Yeah, like it was fine. Like it definitely feels nice on the skin, but it just doesn't wow me and instantly bring irritation relief to my skin. Now, I will say I've reviewed other products where I've said that it's not a wow, like instant gratification, soothing type of product. You have to keep using this to get those benefits. This is that type of product, and I don't necessarily want to like slam this product because it didn't instantly soothe my skin, but I will tell you, more often than not, when it comes in the super watery format, in my personal experience, it does instantly soothe my skin. When it comes in a more thicker serum-like format, that's when, for me personally, it seems to take a longer amount of time to bring the anti-irritation relief. So that's just where my expectations with this product, you know, were at. And that doesn't mean that like I was right and it's wrong or I'm wrong and it's just that's what I was thinking in my head. I wanted to love it. And it just didn't deliver on what I expected it to deliver on. So this is a little bit different. I don't think this is a bad product. I think if you're interested in it, it might still be worth you trying. But it's not that miracle instant anti-irritation type of product, unfortunately. But I am kind of curious to see what else this brand has to offer because it is really built on a very solid and interesting foundation. You know, their products really talking about how ingredients work together and really looking for the best formulations to do that. I'm curious, you know what I mean? I'm not writing this brand off by any means. This is a nice product, but it just didn't wow me. Next up is the Inkey List Polyglutamic Acid. Now I have to tell you, this is the part 2, right? This is the second episode of Wanted to Love, and this is the second time Inkey List has showed up. I just posted my top 5 favorite products from the Inkey List, so I'm not against this brand. I just want to make that clear because, yeah, it's the second time that it's showing up, and there's definitely good ones out there in my opinion. But I will say I really was excited about the polyglutamic acid in particular. I've actually wanted to try this product for a couple of years, like when Inkey first hit the scene in 2019. I saw they had polyglutamic acid and I was very excited about that because this particular ingredient is so good for hydrating the skin, and you know I'm a hydration queen. I love those hydrating ingredients. Polyglutamic acid does it really well, and it's particularly good for dehydrated skin because it hydrates your skin, but it also binds the hydration. It keeps it in place. So you can understand why I would get super excited about this ingredient. So here's what disappointed me about this product. It's the texture. Just like the Missha product before, like I said, texture is really important to me, and I really don't like this texture at all. You know, polyglutamic acid, this comes out looking like a gel, which is exactly what I expected because it's one of those ingredients that's often in toners. So you know it's going to have that kind of gel, hydrating, watery type of feel on the skin. And this just doesn't have that. It comes out like a gel, and as you start to spread it across your skin, it feels like a moisturizer because it's got a thickness to it. It doesn't have that watery, just absorbs into your skin gel feel. It actually feels like you're putting on an emollient moisturizer with a thick gel texture. And it starts to feel really silky, really soft, really silicone-y on your skin. This to me feels almost like a makeup primer. You know that feeling? It's like you start to spread it and it just it glides across your skin. It sits on top of your skin. It feels super, super smooth, and it creates that that thick kind of almost occlusive layer, and it's smoothing out your pores, and it almost even feels powdery soft at the surface. That's what this feels like. It's so bizarre. They market this as a serum. This is not a moisturizer. I'm not confused. I thought I was. I actually looked this up because I was like, wait a second, is this a moisturizer? Is this a light gel moisturizer? No, they're saying this is a serum, but it feels like a moisturizer or a makeup primer on your skin. So weird. It's just not at all what I want in my serum step and not at all what I expected. So strange silicone-y kind of feel, and you can see it in the ingredients list. There's tons and tons of silicones in here. Now there's nothing wrong with silicone as an ingredient. It's actually a class of ingredient with hundreds of different versions underneath it. So not all silicones make your skin feel silky and powdery like makeup primers. They do all different kinds of things. They can have hydrating, elegant textures, emollient, moisturizing textures, and they can have the more characteristic silicone-y feel. But that's how this has been formulated. It does have that makeup primer feel to it. Not at all what I was expecting, and not at all what my skin wants, and this just comes down to what I like and what my skin really responds to, and this isn't it. And I'm going to say it again. I know some people who really like this, and this is the absolute perfect thing. The occlusivity of the silicones in this are perfect for them. You know what I mean? This is the perfect delivery system for polyglutamic acid and their particular skin type, and maybe even the climate where they live. But for me, it's just not doing it, and it's so not at all what I expected from this product. You know what I mean? So it's not a bad product, at all. Like I said, actually, I know some people who really like this, and what it really came down to for me was the fact that my skin just doesn't like this particular type of texture. This is my preference. And I just don't really respond to this type of skincare, but other people will. So it's not a bad product at all, but it's not what I was expecting. And I thought it would be good to include it in this video because it might not be what you were expecting either. If you're super into polyglutamic acid, you've seen it in other skincare products that you really, really like, you might have been expecting a different type of texture. And so that's why I wanted to include it, because this is very, very unique for a serum to have that type of texture. Incredibly unique. Not my cup of tea, but it could be yours, so I did want to highlight it in the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the skincare products I wanted to love part 2. I am curious to know what products you wanted to love that just did not impress you at all. Let me know in the comment box below, and let me know if you want to see part 3. If you liked the video but maybe you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do consider subscribing to my channel. I release 2, sometimes 3 new skincare videos every single week. I've been playing around with YouTube Shorts too, so definitely turn on notifications if you haven't, so you're never out of the loop when I release new content throughout the week. I hope you guys are healthy, happy, and safe wherever you are in the world. I cannot wait for you to go out and conquer this day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.